Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We're currently standing in my kitchen, and as you can see right over there's a big gap on my wall. Well, today I'm going to show you guys a small little project, and that will solve that little problem. So I went to the craft store and basically I went and bought a DIY clock kit. It comes with hands, a mechanism and a 30 centimeter in diameter piece of plywood, and I think the thickness of it is 4 millimeters. So we're gonna go now and turn this into a beautiful art piece. So guys, what I'm gonna do now is do my engraving design. Now, because it is a clock for the kitchen, I went with a kitchen theme. So I've pulled through a nice coffee cup with some coffee beans. And then over here you can see this is the diameter of my clock, which is 30 centimeters. So what I'm going to do now is just put my coffee cup over here, and then I'm going to add the words coffee time. I'm going to do coffee time like this, so the time is below coffee. And what you can do is play around with it. You can put it either like that or next to each other. I'm gonna go with something like this. Now what I decided also to do is to put my coffee wood somewhat over the coffee cup like that. Now if I zoom in, you will see that doesn't look too great as it's crossing each other. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the coffee wood, and then with my offset tool I'm gonna make an offset line, and then I will take my coffee cup by clicking on it and then pressing the control button, and then my offset line. And then I'm gonna go over here to my boolean tools, and I'm gonna subtract the one shape from the other. So now you'll see that looks much better. Alright, so if I zoom out again, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the time where I want it to be. Then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna group all these together. So once grouped, I will then take this. I just want to make sure I don't close the middle of the clock, as that is where the mechanism will be. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna place it right over about there. And then I have all this coffee beans. So what I will do with this coffee beans is just place it where I want it to be. Just something extra. Let's put it like that. Another coffee bean. You can also turn it a bit and position it like you want it to be. I'm gonna put a few beans this side as well. Let's put them over there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. You can also add the numbers for the clock if you want to engrave it. I'm not gonna engrave the numbers, I will cut it out later, so I'm gonna leave this just like this. And I'm gonna go with my speed settings at 9,000 millimeters per minute, and I'm gonna engrave that at 60% with one pass. So yeah, let's go engrave. So this is after engraving. What I'm gonna do now is give it a light sand and then do some burning around the edges. So the color of the plywood is a bit too light for me, so I'm gonna apply wood stain to make it a bit darker. So for my clock numbers, I will be cutting that out of wood, and I'm not engraving it but cutting it out of this 3mm thick plywood. Now I'm spraying the clock base with a clear varnish. So just to explain to you guys what I've done here is I basically went and squared every quarter up and then glued those numbers onto the base. What I've done next is I've installed the mechanism, and then what I'm gonna do now is turn it clockwise so that I go onto the first hour, and then I'll glue the first hour, and then after that go to the second hour and then glue the second number. And then I'll just continue to do that until all numbers are glued. There's many ways you can do that. You can probably just eyeball it and glue it. This is just the easy way for me to make sure everything is spaced correctly. So as you know, I had this little gap on my kitchen wall. I decided to fill it with this wall clock. I hope you enjoyed this little project and see you soon. Woo!